Okay, everyone, and welcome to the return season 2 of TOTWcast. I am, as always, JGame99, one half of your hosting team, I guess. I'm alongside, as always, Mr. Ant3742. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of season 2 of the TOTW universe, I guess. We are back for a second season. This season is going to be more jam-packed, full of better content, and some other stuff that typical advertisements say and never deliver. But we will deliver on season 2 because for we ended up, it was like a 4-month break or something, or a 6-month break.
Yeah, something like that.
That we had. And we've been coming up with new ideas, new ways to get you guys involved, which most of those will be coming fairly soon to a couple episodes. We have a couple points before we get started. We have the YouTube channel. We have the official YouTube channel. That's up and running, so you'll find... we'll start off with Season 2, as if you go to Jay's channel, all of Season 1 episodes are there. So that'll be in the playlist, and then we have Season 2. We have a website for you guys to go over and look at. That's also got the upload schedule, recording schedule
Yep.
In that with it. Possibly a store, if you guys want it, possibly.
Yeah.
A couple of things you can get involved in Twitter, or rather on Twitter. That's twitter.com/TOTWcast, I believe. Yeah, I think it is. And then we also have a Facebook page, so which we have created. You guys can go on there again. It's TOTW Entertainment for Facebook. And yes, it's been a pretty jam-packed year, and getting the new season up and all that good stuff. What's the word I'm looking for? Reinventing ourselves, I guess. Reinventing the podcast.
Yeah, I feel like with season 1 of the podcast, that was sort of like the building blocks, like getting used to it. And this season is going to be a lot better, a lot bigger, a lot longer as well. We're looking to do longer episodes as well. We're also changing the look and feel to the podcast, as you might notice throughout the podcast. As well as that, just go down to the description below, and you'll be able to see the times on each topic, which each topic starts.
There you go.
So if you are not interested in a certain topic, you can always skip to a different topic. You can see what topics are going on. Just part of us.
This is part of us getting more interactive with our audience.
Yeah, trying to improve TOTW to the best of its level. So we're going to start off with our first topic, which is we're going to be giving a WWE 2K15 review. We're going to go in depth with this review, and yeah, that's basically it. We're going to cover each aspect of the game. Shall we start off with? I was thinking we should start off with graphics.
Sure. Now we do remind you that we are coming from a next-gen console perspective.
So
we do know that the games came out for previous gen, I guess you would call it, but we are coming both from PlayStation 4. So this is purely from our perspective and what we thought of the game, having had it for a couple months now and playing that and just getting the all-round experience that we've had personally with the game.
Yeah, I thought we'd start off with graphics, because with graphics, when you go into the game, it's the first thing you notice. Like, the graphics are a lot better. Even the people,
most definitely.
Even the people who haven't been scanned, such as The Rock, they look a lot better. Like, most of the models are on point.
Well, they have got the new system, haven't they? Where it was like a dome of cameras or something.
Yeah.
That the Superstars put into. It was ridiculous, but it looked awesome.
Yeah.
Continuing off graphics, the models, they look amazing. Especially during entrances, because that's highly animated, more than I guess the rest of the game, even though the entire thing's an animation. But if you look at the promo package that 2K did,
yeah,
and then you actually look at the game, or the years they've advanced the graphics more in the promo package,
yeah,
and not in the game. But this year, if you look at the two, they're both they're virtually the same. The graphics are amazing. going back to the models, like when I created a career, the code just looks amazing.
Yeah, the cores look a lot more realistic.
Yeah.
It like.
Well, granted, there's not many beard options, which I'm pissed about.
Yeah, same.
But I mean, you have to lose some to gain some. So
We'll get into that later anyway.
Yeah, we'll get into the lost features shortly.
Yeah, but another thing about the graphics, like they've went into every single detail. Obviously, there's still flaws. But
there's flaws with everything, but I mean, considering like what it is, it's an immense game.
Yeah, the graphics look a lot better, and it improves the feel of the gameplay. Like I feel like with the last previous gen game, like they reached the limits on what they could do with the graphics basically, and it's like a breath of fresh air to see much improved graphics since maybe like the past three games. We haven't seen very minor improvements on the graphics point of view. I don't know if you agree.
Yeah, well, yeah, I do agree because they changed the graphics because they were on like Game Boy Advance and NES and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They change it after so many years, don't they?
Yeah. Like
last year, we've had that since. They've been building on that since what? 2012 was the main shift in graphics, but then again we were with THQ then.
Yeah.
But that's like when then you could see like muscle movement and the characters and stuff in the simplest movements.
Yeah.
And then before that, it was from like 2006 to 2011. The graphics are the same, just advanced slightly.
Yeah, I feel like with this year's game, they haven't give us like much before. Like they haven't give us much information before the game. Like maybe that's something to do with 2K. Like maybe they like to do things a bit different to the way THQ did it with us.
Possibly, like 2K might like to keep things on the down low. I mean, I've not really so much of 2K except for
NBA
and I think Madden. I'm not too sure, even though I played the game before. No, that's EA.
I think like.
But yeah, like NBA, that's a cool game, and the graphics are awesome on that. And then, like, I mean, I remember seeing from remember when they told us that 2K are actually going to be won the bid for the WWE franchise. From that day, I started to know games and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was just going in my head constantly. This graphics for a wrestling game is coming. And when it finally did, I would like to say that it delivered.
Yeah, like that's one of the biggest things. Like, with what were you saying?
No, I was finished. I was just saying about like how the transfer from like NBA, what it's going to look like into a WWE game.
Yeah, because like they didn't release a lot of information, as I said before. But one big they released like a few screenshots, like maybe like summertime, and like people like were really shocked on how good the graphics have improved. Like they did like comparisons from 2K14 and stuff like that.
I remember those.
So anyways, let's move on to the next aspect of the game, which is gameplay. Would you like to give your input on what you think of the gameplay?
Yeah, sure. Gameplay this year, I feel like, has improved. I feel like it's improved in some aspects. In others, it's just the same. Like when I think of gameplay, one of the main things I think of is the chain grappling feature, like the mini game within the game.
Yeah.
That for me. I mean, I remember seeing I think it was Tony Pizza Guy video. I think shout out. Yeah, he did a WWE 2K15 next gen video. I mean, that's his job, but you know. Yeah, I checked out one of those, and then I saw the chain grappling mini game for the first time. And I remember the first time I saw it, I thought, "Holy, that's irritating." I thought that is going to piss me off. But then when I actually got the game, I found, because I thought it was I don't know why I thought it would piss me off. I just did, but then when I actually got to the game, it's one of the features in the game that I like a lot. Like it's one of those new features that I really enjoy, and it's like the smallest thing, well, ish, but I really enjoy it. Gameplay mechanics, fairly big step up from last year's. Just the whole overall feel of the game is pretty solid.
Yeah, like I feel with it, the gameplay in this game, I feel like it's just like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. Like there's people who've been saying like it's like they've tried to move the game into like a simulation style, but also keeping the competitive style of the game, and it's like sort of came out weird. But I thought that at first as well. I thought it was a little slow paced and stuff, but once I actually got into playing the game, I actually love it. The gameplay, I think like I feel like it feels like a lot more realistic. It gives you that next gen feeling to the game. I don't know. I just like it. Like once you actually play, like it's hard to describe how the gameplay actually is. I feel like
I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I feel like it's a big step up from previous gen gameplay, and I feel like with this game, it's like a building block for the future games.
Yeah, well, I mean, with THQ, well, with 2K having a license now, I can't wait to see what they do to the next game.
Yeah. Also,
it's just going to be awesome.
Also, I've got to say, I do like the chain grappling. It's probably, just like you said, it's probably the best feature they've added into the gameplay this year. And also they've added many different variants of how you can chain grapple your opponent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like they described it as a rock paper scissors type of like gameplay, didn't they? When you first start.
Yeah, and so
you've got colorable tile, pet lock, and go behind. I think it is.
Yeah, and sort of
I really like it.
Sort of I almost missed out. I almost forgot to say then. Even though a lot of people don't like it because it messes with the finishes and stuff, I think momentum changes the game drastically. It improves it a lot. I don't know about you.
True. Well, I thought that they call it momentum, don't they?
Yeah.
It's your momentum, but at first that really pissed me off.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why can't I do my finisher? What's going on? And I was really freaking out. And then I realised we have an actual stamina bar or whatever they call it. I call it stamina bar at the bottom.
Yeah.
And well, it might have kind of been cheating with my cause a little bit by putting the durability up and the stamina up. But,
yeah.
It does move the game into that next gen realistic feel. Like if you're wrestling for like you've got a 30-minute, 40-minute match.
Yeah.
You're gonna get gassed, not gassed, but you're gonna your stamina's gonna be reduced and stuff. So it's like I do like the way like you can drop to a knee.
Yeah.
Like it's the little details. Like if your stamina's down, you either drop to a knee, or if you fall or get drop to the floor, you can actually use the ropes to bring yourself up to your feet.
Yeah.
I find that really cool. Like if you're in a corner, you can crawl over to the corner and use the turnbuckles to pull yourself up. I find like small details like that. I find them really awesome.
Yeah, I feel like this is one way of the game sort of moving into the simulation style of gameplay. Like, I don't know if you feel like this as well, but it sort of makes it a lot more realistic because you can't just run around the ring like a headless chicken the way you could in the past game.
True.
Although if you're trying
which does reduce the chance of being online and then being with some absolute idiot who just runs and does grapple moves.
Yeah.
Which I will admit, I used to do. And then I think I did it on someone's live stream as well. They streamed WWE games and I forgot what his name is. But I did it and he got really pissed at me in the stream.
Did he?
Yeah. Really funny. He was like, "Oh, look at this dude," type thing.
Yeah.
But I find it cool now that they're bringing it realistic with the stamina bar and stuff. And if your stamina's low, you can't run as much. I mean, they kind of brought it in in, I think, like 2011 type thing. I think they brought it in.
Yeah, they also.
But then it was like, you know, your guy would get tired and fall over and stuff. But now it's really awesome.
Yeah, I remember they tried to do what they did now in, I think it was like '06, and it didn't work out at all. I remember it was just annoying, really. It didn't work like fluently the way it does now. It was like your player would run out of stamina, and then he'd just start recharging in the middle of the ring. It just didn't work at all. I don't know if you remember that, or did you even play '06?
Yeah, no, I remember.
Yeah. So other than that, I'd say like the gameplay. It feels a lot more. I don't know if this is the word to use, but in 2K, 2K14, it felt like a lot more automatic. Like the game sort of position you in the right place. Like, so for example, if you...
Yeah, like if you had to go for a drop kick and you were like a foot out or whatever, it would guide you to your opponent.
Yeah, but with this game it's a lot more manual. Like, if you run off the rope...
It's like you have to take control, like you have to be lined up properly.
Yeah, you have to line yourself up. Even like when it comes to diving off the top rope, you've got to...
Yeah, diving off the top rope. If you like, they kind of brought it in last year.
Yeah.
But like, if you're on the top rope and your opponent's too far out or too close to the turnbuckles, you'll jump and just hit the mat.
Yeah, I feel like with this gameplay, I'm not sure if you feel the same, but it's almost like not recognisable to the last gameplay of 2K14. Or
as in the how far they've both advanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to one of my least favourite features in the game, core mode. Would you like to put out into this?
Yeah, cool, I'll take it. The cores, don't get me wrong, as we say, they look really realistic and they look awesome, and you know, the realistic features, they're just amazing. However, they've taken away a lot of things. Now I get it, they've sacrificed things to be able to put it into next gen. And, you know, you've got to lose, otherwise the game data will just be, like, immense.
Yeah.
But, like, there's... I mean, yeah, the morphing, like, body morphing and facial morphing, they're fine. You can still customize those, but, like, they got rid of most facial hair. They got rid of body hair, like chest, forearms, stuff like that.
Aging.
And that's the thing that I tend to put on my core of me, I don't know why. But it's just like little details like that. Like when Jericho came back, he had forearm hair.
Yeah.
Type thing, and it's like, well, you know, I would like to add that. I mean, you can download custom logos of hairy chests, I noticed. But
yeah.
I'm probably not going to do that. But yeah, they got rid of facial hair. What's they got rid of? They got rid of attires as well, didn't they? Like they got rid of, you only have like selected tights.
Yeah.
And trunks. Like it's just templates from the WWE ones without text. Like I think you choose like the Justin Gabriel ones, and it's like just not got his right text on the back.
Yeah. Like
stuff like that. I mean, I like it because it's realistic, but they got rid of that as well because it's next gen. I mean, I get why they do this, like why it takes so long and stuff, but the loading times are just
I agree.
So strenuous.
Like
it's like like in last games, if you went into an item, like say I chose a beard or something, let's say a chin strap.
Yeah.
If I highlighted it, not selected it, just highlighted it, I could see what it looked like on my guy.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore.
Whereas now you've got to select it, move it about, and if you don't like it, start again. But it's like, it's just the loading times. It just becomes like mundane. If you like mundane on like to nauseam. I've waited for loading screens.
Yeah.
It's like the CM Punk loading screen of death from a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But just to place one item on your core.
Yeah. Like, I've got to say, I like the realism, but that's sort of where it stops on what I think of this year's core mode. They've removed so much stuff, and core mode, it just isn't fun anymore. Like, that's where that's the be-all and end-all of it.
Isn't it? Like, you like, in previous years, they had so many designs, and like WWE designs, and tattoo designs, and tight design, or trunk designs, and all stuff like that. So you could make your guy really unique.
Yeah.
Like if you look at guys like Fan.
Yeah.
We watched them a good bit. Those guys are really unique. Now I've not watched them in a while, so I don't know how they're gonna.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna diversify their cause.
Yeah, it does, like with the taking out the story design and stuff like that. It really puts the core community at a down point, really. But
It does, but I mean, we can do it in previous consoles. You've got all this stuff. I think not in next gen, which most people are moving to now. Also, you can't create arenas anymore.
yeah,
And just a little thing that I'm picky about: the ring is smaller in this year's game.
yeah. I think what FAM are doing, like what they released a promo for a match of Famiversary, which is the next pay per view. Not FAM, yeah, it's Famiversary. So I think they're not gonna do no actual core shows that involve promos or that. I think they're just gonna skip right to Famiversary. They're just gonna spend all their time this year on trying to make a good pay per view. But one thing I've got to say I do like about core modes, I like the way, even though I don't think it makes up for the stuff that they took out, I like the way you can, import logos. It's sort of like, it's like Paint Tool as well, because you can you can design your own logos using your PC, but it does put the people who don't have PCs or don't have the editing stuff, softwares to do this stuff. It sort of puts them at, they can't really do these things, if you get one.
It's like they've taken out Paint Tool, haven't
they? Yeah, Paint Tool's gone.
Yeah, that's not been in the game for a while.
It was in.
Well, I mean, they brought it back. It's been in for a bit.
Yeah.
But like, was it last year last year they brought back Creative Championship as well.
Yeah, and that's gone now.
And just think, right, I remember everyone being like, "Oh, when can we fight in the arena?" Like 2008, 2007 games.
Yeah.
Like, oh, when can we fight in the crowd? When can we create championships? When can we, do all the original stuff? And then they bring it all back, and everyone's hyped, everyone's happy, and then they bring out this game, it's like, yeah, graphics, and we're probably going to be able to fight in the crowd. If not, it doesn't matter, because we can still create belts, and the belts will look super awesome. The game comes out, and we can't do any of that stuff.
Yeah, but in a way, I sort of understand it, to be honest, because it's, they're doing what they can at the moment with the game. If they could add it, they would. And over the years, just like...
Well, yeah, because it's gonna be an advanced game, isn't it? It's gonna advance over the years.
Yeah, just like they did with NBA, they had to take out a lot of things going into 2K13 it was. No, 2K4, I think it was 14. But you've got to get rid of a few things to progress in the game, and then over the years it will return. I feel that's how you've got to look at it.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to have an open perspective, or be an optimist, or whatever you want to say about the game. I mean, you've got to trust that 2K will advance the game like they do with everything that they do.
Okay,
it's just going to be a tedious process for us gamers.
Yeah, so I'd say for this game, it's basically a step in the right direction. That's what I'd do. Like, Rom described it as, what did he, adapt or perish, that's what he tweeted out. Like, he does not like this game at all. Like, there's a lot of bugs with core mode. The gameplay...
Oh, no, one thing I hate is, if you change a guy's hair colour...
Yeah.
And get it perfect, and then, like, you select the beard, but then change the colour of the beard to the same colour the hair is, the hair changes to a lighter shade. Like, I changed one guy's hair to black, like a solid jet black. Changed his chin, I changed the goatee colour to dark black as well.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden his hair was silver. I was like, no, I chose black, not dark, so game, no.
Yeah, that's actually one thing I meant to mention. like if you've got dark brown hair like me, you basically can't have it because if you change the shade too low on the brown colour, it basically
changes it to a light one.
It basically it doesn't change it, like it gives you like a green colour, like it's like you've got green highlights in your hair.
I noticed that actually.
And it's really annoying.
Or it's what is it? It's like white, black, red, and then like the colours, and then it's like light brown, medium brown, dark brown type thing, or light brown, dark brown.
Anyway,
the light brown makes you look ginger.
Anyway,
and then they also have an orange colour. It's just.
Anyway, with my overall review, I'd probably give this game, I'd say it's a step in the right direction, and I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. How about you?
I would agree with you, with it being a step in the right direction. Out of 10, a 10 rating. I mean, you can go down to like graphics and whatever, but overall, I would probably give it a 7 out of 10 also.
Yeah, I feel like it could have been higher.
I feel like it's better, but it could have been. It's better, but it could have been better. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel like it's good. Like it's an amazing game. I must say, but it doesn't really make up for what we've lost. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Anyway, shall we move on to the next topic?
Moving swiftly on. Guys, before we move on to the next topic, I would like to remind you guys, go check us out on all social media sites. We have Twitter, we have Facebook, TOTW even has Skype now. We have websites, we have all that stuff. It should be in the description below if one of us isn't too lazy enough to throw it in there. And we thank you guys for your support.
You sound like Michael Cole.
Huh?
You sound like Michael Cole.
Yeah. Go buy the TOTW network for only $9.99.
And don't forget the TOTW
app. It will
app.
be delayed for like 2 years.
And don't forget to get the TOTW app.
Get the TOTW app, so when we don't record, you can still see us backstage, even though it's not on a set or in an arena. Get that for free! It's being downloaded over like 90 billion times, and you're still promoting it. Please stop.
Okay, so
you can do polls on our website. That's coming soon.
Okay, so
anyway, Marvel and Sony Spider-Man deal. James, this is your topic. You take the lead.
Yeah, this is the topic I picked. It's basically for years people have been saying they want Marvel to make their Spider-Man movies. People have not been happy for years, but finally has came a Marvel Spider-Man a Sony Marvel Spider-Man deal. The deal is has not been confirmed yet, but we basically know they're in talks, and we've been told that there will be an announcement in February. There is also rumours about Andrew Garfield losing his job as Spider-Man as they're moving into a different direction with Spider-Man. They're thinking of having him appear in Avengers films, where they're thinking of making a younger Spider-Man. There's also been a petition that I've actually signed myself for Andrew Garfield to stay as Spider-Man, since I think he's a good Spider-Man.
The new guy who was on the Spider-Man movies just gone?
What?
Is Andrew Garfield the guy who was in the movies just gone?
Yeah.
No.
You haven't seen him though.
This is true, but you know how I feel. Season 2, and we're getting into the you know how I feel about thingy debates. No. He's been criticised for acting too cool as Peter Parker. People have been saying he's got his hair flicked up and stuff, and people have been saying he's too cool. He's been playing a too cool role to be Peter Parker, but yeah, because Peter Parker's meant to Peter Parker's meant to be
a nerd and all.
A nerd like me.
I know.
Except I don't know classes.
That's what people say that, but it's down to the writing really. It's not down to Andrew as an actor.
True.
And he's a great Spider-Man, I must say. He fits the role perfectly. A few people who have been, I don't know if you're familiar with these actors, but a few people who have been considered for the role is Dylan O'Brien and Logan Lerman, if that's how you say his name. Logan Lerman was from the Percy Jackson films.
Oh, the kid with black hair?
Yeah.
The main character?
He's been...
I've read Percy Jackson, I've never watched one. Oh no, I have, I've actually watched one.
If it was down to me, I'd probably go with Dylan O'Brien. But
what's he in? I've never seen him.
I'm not sure what films he's in, but I think he fits the role. Like, people have been saying he fits the role. But like I feel like I mentioned this to you before. Like, the downfall of this is like completely, well, not completely off topic, but off topic from what we were talking about before. The downfall of each Spider-Man thing was basically Sony's. As much as I don't want to be one of the people who hate on Sony all the time and their making of, I don't know, even I'm losing track of my words. Their products, yeah. I don't want to be one of them people, but it's basically been down to Sony. As I said to before, Sam Raimi's original idea for the original Spider-Man movies, Tobey Maguire saga, was that for Spider-Man 3, which was the worst and least favourite Spider-Man film of most people, even though Spider-Man 3 was the least popular, Sam Raimi's idea was to make Spider-Man 3 completely about the Sandman, which would have built the character better, because we didn't get to see much of the Sandman. We only had the certain bits. Even though I don't believe Spider-Man 3 was as bad as people were saying, the action scenes were pretty good. Like the thing that they did with the Sandman, where he turns into this big giant Sandman. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh crap! I remember that. What number was that?
Spider-Man 3.
I remember that movie.
Yeah, but the
Sandman had the green T-shirt. Yeah, I remember.
The Sandman always has a green T-shirt.
It's the little details.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. Sam Raimi's original idea was to have Spider-Man 3 completely focus on the Sandman, and then in Spider-Man 4 to bring Venom. Like, Venom at the end of Spider-Man 3 would get the symbiote, and then Spider-Man 4 would be about Venom. But the thing with Sony is they think that the way to make a good film is to just add in as many supervillains as they possibly can. Which, it looks good in the trailers, but I don't think it actually works.
It takes from the stories. It's like when you have a giant, you have a giant, like, suddenly with, like, first resources. It's like they try and they will throw in, like, a load of special effects and a load of all this other crap. And yeah, fine, it might look great, but you said this before and I totally agree with it. It takes away from the story.
Yeah.
It's like you're trying to focus on like 6 to 8 characters at once in one movie. It just doesn't work. The audience will lose interest.
Yeah, and it was done.
It's like you can't have it. Maybe it works for a sitcom, not a sitcom, but for a TV show.
Yeah, if it was a TV show,
so you can focus on one character.
Yeah, because
like, group of 6 characters, you focus on one per episode. But for a movie, you have what, up to 2.5 hours, 3 hours, max.
Yeah.
To display your movie, I stutter. To display your movie. So you need to try and get in as much backstory and all the other stuff. That's why, like, you see, like if a movie goes into the backstory of a character, it's not like 8 characters for a cast.
Yeah.
It's like you have your main character, and then you have like 1 or 2 other characters that you'll go into, like assistant lead or whatever it's called.
Yeah, like,
and it's like that would make sense, but trying to go for like 2.5 hours in depth into every character of a cast of like 6 or whatever it had, it just doesn't. It doesn't work. I get what they're getting at, but it just does not work for a movie.
Yeah, like they did the same with Amazing Spider-Man 2, which sort of ruined. I wouldn't say ruined, but it brought down the reboot of Spider-Man. I feel like with the Amazing Spider-Man 2, the first one it worked, but like the second one was good, but it was too many plots and it was too much to keep up with. They had the Gwen Stacy, Peter Parker plot, which they focused a lot on. They also had the thingy, what is it, the Max Dillon Electro plot, they had the Harry Osborn plot, they had so many plots going on, and I felt like it was too much to keep up with, and that was down to Sony really. So hopefully with Marvel now having some control into the films, they can give us sort of like more character development. So maybe just like what I was thinking, just one supervillain per film gives us more time to develop the villain. And another thing I want to see Peter Parker actually in high school. I want a younger Peter Parker. I don't want to see,
that'd be cool. Or even if they did it in like flashback type moments.
Yeah. Like I want, like they said.
I mean, a way they could go into the backstory of villains is like, I sound like so childish. Villains. Say over a period of like, say, 3 movies, whatever.
Yeah.
Like movie 1, go into the backstory of one bad guy, and the main character. Story 2, main character and second villain, and like you develop continuously on the main character for like 1 or 2 movies.
Yeah. But
then like you get what you need to know, and not you get the backstory, and not the you get the to put it into context, you get the blurb and not the entire book of a character.
Yeah.
So like you build on Peter Parker for one or two movies, and say Venom for movie 1, and Sandman movie 2, and Doc Ock for season 3, episode, movie 3, and whatever. I'm just saying that because they're the original 90s Spider-Man villains.
Yeah. Like.
And then that'll work because you're keeping the reader's attention, as well keeping it short and snappy for the backstories.
Yeah, like an idea that I had was that, like, if they want to add in more villains, maybe they could add, for example, minor villains like, the Shocker and maybe Scorpion, like, and just like Rhino and like.
Yeah, guys like you don't need to know the backstory of type thing.
Yeah, maybe as
like if they're not reoccurring characters, don't get the backstory.
Yeah, maybe add them as henchmen, or just like to open up the film as like day-to-day crime, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, that would. I know what you mean. That would work.
And another idea I had for villains, because I think one of the main downfalls of the Spider-Man films so far, the reason we haven't had like a really good Spider-Man film, is because they haven't given us the right character development. An idea I had was, I picked Mysterio because I think he'd be a really good main villain, because I just feel like he's a character that you can really make interesting and go into depth with. Like, if you get me. And
yeah, like you want a character he can relate with.
Yeah, and
yeah, I get it.
I was thinking like they could do sort of a Harry Potter Voldemort thing with him, where they'd. I know it sounds weird, but like they could.
No, I get where you go with this.
They could just have him like be mentioned or appear like for like a few moments throughout each film.
That would be cool, actually. That would.
And then in the final film, but also he's supposed to be in a Captain America Civil War. Spider-Man's supposed to be appearing in there, I think. But I don't know. You don't know what's going on at the moment with Spider-Man, but we'll see in the future. So shall we move on to our next topic?
Sure thing.
We have our goals for 2015. So shall I start off?
Yeah, say your list.
Okay, so these are just a few goals that we have for 2015. I wouldn't class them as New Year's resolutions, because they're just stuff that we'd like to achieve by
just
the end.
Just things that we want to aim for.
Yeah, stuff that we'd like to achieve by the end of the year. The first one for me is live a healthier life. This means like eat healthier, exercise more, just try and be a healthier person overall. Second one is try to make TOTW the best it can be. I'm sort of trying to do this now. I'm trying to change the feel of the podcast along with and third one, do something I've never done before. I want to try and be adventurous this year. Go places I've never been, do things I've never done before, stuff like that. Learn a new skill, and do something. I just put do something creative because I don't know what I'll do creative, but I want to do something creative.
Creative, got nothing for ya.
Okay, so would you like to get into yours?
Yeah, sure. Let's see. I think some of ours are going to be similar. The first one I've got for this year is live more. You know, like by that I mean like new experiences. Like I want to do things like I don't know, jump out of a plane. I can't actually do that. But I mean, like, you know, I want to do things like go skiing and you know, just
Be more adventurous.
be more opportunistic when experiences come around. Another one is live. I put live healthier, but I mean last year, I started to to diet more, and I was going to the gym more often. I was bulking up type thing, getting going ham into the gym.
Yeah.
Type thing, but I want to continue that as this new year comes around. I want to develop a new skill, whether it be learn to play another instrument, or I mean I can play most instruments except for brass, so I might learn a brass instrument. Learn an instrument, or learn a new language, or learn advance my survival skills.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. This is exactly what it says on my list. Learn a new skills. Because I'm great at grammar. So I want to develop a skill, like to develop a skill. I like to drum. So develop the skills for that. Learn a new skill might be like learn bass type thing.
Yeah.
Or learn new survival techniques, whatever. So that's learn a new skills because of grammar and stuff.
Are they all yours, yeah?
I have 3 more.
Go on.
I want to continue with work and network with more companies. So like, just to get out there and be making that money dough type thing. But yeah, just reach out to companies and be like, hey, this is what I can do. Take me. Something I've been wanting to do is I just threw it on there because it was in my head. I want to create or join a band because rock and roll and stuff's.
Yeah.
And then the last one just says learn.
Learn.
I think I was meant to finish that sentence, but I have no idea what it was meant to say. It just says learn.
Yeah, I love that.
I don't know where I was going with that, but ladies and gentlemen, learning new skills and learn.
Yeah, a lot of ours were pretty similar. But anyway, let's get into the final topic, which is...
Ladies and gentlemen, the topic y'all have been waiting for.
The facts.
Facts with and we promise we'll stick to 5 this season. Number 1. The Pentagon has a plan for combating a zombie apocalypse. Seals like to have sex with penguins. The runway at the Gibraltar International Airport has a road crossing it. That's weird. Fact 4. 86% of holy water contains fecal matter. And fact number 5. You are 3 times more likely to die at work than you are at war. That's an unreported found.
Yeah. That's like...
It is an unreported found.
That's
anyway,
kind of creepy, the last one.
It is.
So would you like to sign this
Using
out?
Skype in Ethiopia carries a 15-year maximum jail time. If we were in Ethiopia, we'll be in jail for 15 years. Ethiopia, sort your out. Everyone loves Skype. We all use Skype. Everyone loves Skype. So we get these episodes out to the masses of the fans of the peoples.
Okay, so would you like to sign us out for the first episode of season 2?
Before I sign us out, I just want to say, guys, we as previously mentioned on the website, you can check our recording schedule. We're going to be recording January through May. That's all weeks except for the final 3 in May. We have then, we're taking a summer break till August when the summer special is. Break again till October Halloween special, and then a break October, yeah. And then a break again till the December Christmas special. So, we have a lot of episodes to look forward to in these coming however many weeks. I did it before, I can't bother doing the math. Anyway, yeah. Guys, thank you so much for watching and listening to this every day on YouTube, other sources as well as social media. You can go on Twitter, follow us, that's N3742, he's at JGaming99, we're at TOTWcast. We're on Facebook at TOTW Entertainment, and I believe Jay's also got a fan page. You can add us on Skype if you want to join as a guest, TOTWcast, that's something in the works. And our website, you can go, you can find that on our YouTube page, TOTWentertainment.tk. That's a developing website. But guys, thank you so much for listening. I've been on 3742. My co-host and friend has been JGaming99, and we will see all of your lovely faces